Salam alaikum, everybody. Welcome back to Let's Level Every Class, the World of Warcraft War Within series. Main objective, level every class, learn all about Azeroth, different race every time, or at least most of the time. Episode 2, featuring the voluptuous femme fatale Morame, Draenei Shaman. Thank y'all so much for tuning into episode 2. Top right corner of the screen is going to be a playlist card, which will take you directly to this character-specific leveling series. Throughout this video and throughout all the videos, there will always be a playlist card or different cards that will appear in the video series. That'll pretty much take you to any of the other characters we've got. Human Warrior Malakial, Blood Elf Paladin Valera, Void Elf Monk Novazaru, and the many more characters yet to come. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. Oh, it's good to be back. Good to be back in the journey. Last episode, we pretty much learned about a crash landing. Our plane, or I guess our ship at this point, crash landed on an isle. Blood Elves are also on this island. Who knows what they're doing? Looks like potentially some experiments, potentially some dastardly deeds. But let's go ahead and before we begin questing, I'm going to do something different. We're going to go ahead and take care of a dungeon, BC, and the Blood Furnace. Let's go, dude. Heck yeah. All about the Blood Furnace. Dude, what outfit is that? There's a character on the left over here. What is a sick outfit? Look, dude, Void Elves. I'm sorry, y'all. Void Elves. Y'all got the best of the best transmogs, in my opinion, even beating Blood Elves, although I guess we're kind of similar. So here's the reason why I'm gonna go ahead and take care of a dungeon. The reason being is because I really want to get this experience down now and start getting the stress nerves out. That, and we're also rocking the Exodar's Tabard, so I do want to start building some reputation with the Draenei family, obviously. But I do, anytime time walking is available, regardless of what expansion it is, do yourself the favor. Do it. Time walking is arguably the fastest way to level in the game. I mean, dungeons, yes, you can do specific dungeons as well, and those are perfectly cool too. But for me, personally, time walking, if it's available, just do it. Get those nerves out. Get those butterflies out of our stomach. We've got to practice. We got to practice being able to practice and practice what we preach and heal under pressure. Quite literally, this is the first time I'm ever healing a dungeon raid. The first time I'm ever healing, ever, in World of Warcraft, ever. So we're pretty much gonna learn as we go. Now I am rocking. I decided to put the Ghost Wolf form. I don't know if it's Ghost Wolf or just I call it Ghost Wolf, but using that to kind of traverse with the team. I noticed in a lot of dungeons, I don't know how, but there's like a lot of players have the ability to like really move fast. Now I know Paladins have the mount or the charge mount. A few others have I think Warlocks may even have one, but there's a lot of times where I find myself being the slowest member of the group, so I'm trying to see what are some methods I can do to kind of move and keep pace with the tank. Primary objective as the healer is to keep the tank alive. Damage dealers, I mean, obviously you want to try to keep every member of the family alive, but truth be told, the healer has got to focus on the tank first. Above everybody, the tank has to come first, because if the tank falls, pretty much it's probably going to be a wipe. Level 12, Bismillah. Gosh, man, dude, the Blood Furnace is such a sick dungeon, man. It's such a D&D type of dungeon you got the chemicals, the orc warlocks, the vibes itself, just the bosses, everything. And it's a pretty quick dungeon, all things considered. At least I think it's quick. Although this room is a little bit of a pain in the neck. Yeah, what is that? I see... I don't know what body piece that that Void Elf is wearing, but it's a very nice one, I'll admit. For female characters, it's a very nice little piece. Maybe one of y'all, one of the Void fam, y'all can tell me what piece that is. Maybe some of y'all will recognize it. I don't know. I just think Void Elves are sick. I'm honestly pretty jelly that that Alliance got them. I mean, but we got the Nightborn, and they're cool too. Horde got the Nightborn. I mean, but it's like, is it the same? Although, Nightborn, I mean, at some point, maybe if not this season, then definitely season 2, going to do a Nightborn, because their like starting zone and their city alone is unbelievable. Like, if Silver Moon is everyone's like favorite OG city in WoW, like, I can't imagine anybody disliking the Nightborns, man. It's just so good. There's just the aesthetic to it, the deep purple, the palace. It looks like something out of Star Wars, like Tatooine or something. I don't know. It just reminds me so much of different like planets and such. So what I'm trying to do is put the totem, strategically place the totem before the tank starts engaging. It's not working out in my favor because the tank dictates the speed and tempo of the run. But I'm just trying to gauge, so I think how I'm gonna do it is every run is, I know every run is gonna be different, but I'm gonna try to see what pace the tank is going, and whatever pace they're going is the pace that I need to be keeping up with. Is it gonna work all the time? Who knows? But Bismillah, great job, team. Very quick run. I will get a cheer in here. We hit level 13. Great job, team. Great job. What's over here? I don't think I've ever gone down this little tunnel. Looks like one of those tunnels from the Undercity. Oh, cool. They give us a speed boost. Nice. Is this Oh, it's just okay. It circles straight back. Nice.
What's on your mind?
But I mean, you could just teleport out of the dungeon or teleport out of the instance and then just teleport right back in, assuming that the team hasn't like completely dropped. So that only works in that case, or in that regard. And level 14, double back-to-back levels. Very cool. We're gonna climb up the leveling. I'm telling you, the leveling is gonna go fast. 2 level 80s, potentially a third coming maybe soon, and then we got Morame here. Sheesh. Before you know it, it'll be a whole warband collection worth of level 80s. But all right, we got the dungeon. We got a dungeon run out of our system. Back to questing. A whole bunch. Let's begin this whole bunch of series of fetch quests, and I'm hoping some of these little pieces, some of these little I don't know what the term you would call them, like pickup quests, that kind of breadcrumb quests that'll take us into hopefully more areas where the Blood Elves are. One, because I want to see them. Two, it makes me feel at home. But number two, because I'm interested to see what they're doing here. I can understand where the Draenei are coming from on this island, but why? What are the Blood Elves doing here specifically? Are they like trying to seek out fel magic, or are they just, you know, they just so happen to pick up a Draenei spaceship on their radar and said, let's just go ahead and, you know, take down this craft, you know, on some Star Trek levels of jazz. I am taking some advice from Perono in terms of what build I should probably aim for on a restoration shaman. Shouts to Perono. He's currently rocking his adventure in Mists of Pandaria Classic, which, by the way, I hope y'all's adventures in Azeroth are going amazing. Whether you are playing retail, Cataclysm, well, now it's Mists of Pandaria Classic, my apologies. Seasons of Discovery, Classic Anniversary, Classic Era, doesn't matter. I sincerely hope y'all are having just as much fun as I am. Aha, she is back. There you go. Must fight. I don't recall the Night Elves ever fighting the Draenei, unless she's hallucinating, and she must be thinking of just the Horde races in general. I don't know lore-wise if they ever fought the Draenei or just accidentally did. We got the loosely threaded hat. I don't think I've ever collected this thing, even in Classic. I don't know. I do remember the Michael Jackson hat is what we called it back in the day. The y'all Classic players, y'all veterans, so y'all know what I'm talking about. It's the Classic piece that some paladins would try to utilize. Paladins, and I think, what was it, warlocks? Yeah, warlocks. It was the fell cap, not the fell cap. It was the red hat. Almost looked like a, not even, it didn't look like a red mage, like Final Fantasy red mage hat, but it was that red hat. I don't remember what the name of it was, but I remember a lot of people trying to rock that piece, or just a lot of people rocking that piece. And for paladins, it just looked weird to me. Like, to see a cloth piece on a paladin is a little weird.
It's too far.
But yeah, I think that's literally the first time in just over a decade worth of years that I've ever collected a hat. I don't know if I'll ever wear it necessarily, but I think it's just something, I guess, nostalgic. Ooh, look at this. Strange findings. Shoot, are we the strangers in the strange land here? So how y'all doing? How's y'all's adventures going? How is life going? Hope y'all are doing well, getting enough rest and everything. Life of a first responder. My life is insane. But if you are enjoying the video and the series, maybe consider tossing it a like. Do consider commenting if you have any constructive feedback. For all you veteran shaman players, what are some things I can do for better positioning for totems, or just whatever the case may be. And maybe even consider subscribing to the channel. Closing in on the second major goal for the channel of 100 subscribers, I guess 100 supporters, community members. I really don't know. I'm just going to call it Void Fam, because I have an idea and a concept I want to bring to life at some point for the channel specifically. So Void Fam, I guess, is the term we're going to go for. But y'all's support has been amazing. Sincerely, shukran. Thank you. Thank you all very much. More characters to come. More leveling journeys yet to be discovered. And just a lot going on. having a lot of fun with World of Warcraft, treating it as kind of a way of therapy for me. Again, first responder world is a little crazy sometimes, and this is a long week rotation, which means I will be on call this weekend, which is going to be nuts. It usually is, but we'll see how it goes. I gotta say, I know this mammoth is a light forged Draenei mount, but I felt like it fit. I mean, it's still Draenei, right? It's still Draenei, so cut me some slack here. But we're gonna call him Woolly Bro, as we do for every single mount we get. It's bro at the end of it. So what's this totem? What do we got here? Totem of Ku. Find the totem of Dicty. Hello, who are you? Ah, you're a Gnarlpine. I remember you guys from Classic. Ugh. What? Take the wings to the summit? I guess that's what he means. These wings aren't really going to get us anywhere. And I'm not a fan of energy drinks, so Red Bull is not necessarily going to give me wings. I don't know about y'all, but energy drinks really do. Oh goodness, I didn't mean to aggro that deer. That was by mistake, not by design. Oh, we can walk on water though. That's pretty cool. Yeah, energy drinks don't do much for me. Honestly, the last time I had an energy drink, I honestly felt like I was gonna have a panic attack. And that was like well over a decade ago. Is that like a... Dude, that's cool. Looks like a cobra. Symbol of this totem. Hey there, my friend. Where are you going? Are we gonna go in the water? I can't believe I'm calling a Gnarlpine friend. Do you know what these things did to me in Classic? Follow log to your. Do you guys like have a home? Like a camp nearby? Follow the river. The last time I had to follow a river in this game, I was going to assist a warrior in Classic. I think it was the Whirlwind Axe. Remember the big Tempest dude? We had to... it was in Hillsbrad. It was... You follow the river up north, and then you go fight that... I think it was like level 40 or 44 Tempest dude. Tempest bro. Yeah, he was a pain. I mean, with a good group, like you could do it with a team of 4, but like back in the day, that one was kind of a pain because he would sucker punch you and you'd go flying. And as a mage, a squishy mage, I mean, we're glass cannons. We pretty much just get beat to crud. Good times being a Forsaken in Hillsbrad, man. I have such fond memories of Hillsbrad. But this is pretty interesting. It's a pretty interesting... Oh my goodness, we can swim really fast. I don't know if that's intentional. This is really spiritual. What the heck kind of walrus is that? Or sea dog, sea lion. The face is a little weird. Almost looks like a sea cat, not a sea lion. So the Draenei are really, at least from what I'm seeing thus far, it seems like they're really connecting with nature, which is pretty cool. And as a shaman, honestly, I didn't expect this. I didn't expect the Draenei to be so super connected into the environment. But it seems like they're kind of reminiscent to night elves, which is cool. So maybe there's some overlap between the two, like how the Night Elves, there's a lot of, you know, essence of nature and just being one with nature, respecting and learning about that, very much like the Tauren as well. So it seems like the Draenei are kind of like that as well, maybe with a little bit of an essence and spirituality, or maybe technology, considering, I mean, we had a spaceship, right? I guess we're gonna find out. Oh, there goes our lumberjack bros. With their funny walking animation, just chopping the air. Oh, what in the world? Speaking of, check this. Look at that. Talking about the jank of World of Warcraft. You just never know what you're gonna find out in the wild, man. It reminds me of, for those of y'all that played Final Fantasy XI, you may or may not remember what was the nation? It was Bastok, and it was up in Kronstadt Highlands, which was a very mountainous region, much like this, except it was definitely more of a Scottish influence because it had windmills and it was more mountainy, right? So a lot more rocks, not a whole lot of green, but there was some patches for green, and there was a flower bed, and there was one particular flower that I guess skipped not damage control. I forgot the term we would use in like game development, but basically somebody didn't notice it, and from a development side, and it actually floated in air, and it was permanent, like it stuck there for decades. So you had a lot of new players that would like discover it and be like, it would take a screenshot and then post it on a forum, and it's just like, yeah, that's been there for a long time. So that's kind of what that reminded me of. Little things you find in MMOs is super cool. I'm also glad we got some new abilities, because I don't think y'all want to hear Lightning Bolt 6 million times. Lightning Bolt ASMR here. So we're gonna free these Gnarlpine dudes. Now my question becomes, oh darn it, never mind. All right, question answered. Looks like we're going to have to collect a lot of keys rather than just have one quest item key and then that key disappears. We actually have to collect multiple keys. So not a big deal, but definitely something I gonna take account for.
I'm out of range.
I'm liking the aesthetic of the village. Or, sorry, the island, the village. I'm definitely liking the aesthetic. It's actually a very calm place to level. Super beautiful. Bristle thumbs and Gnarlpines. Oh gosh, these dudes. I can't remember the zone. No. What zone was it in WoW? So in Classic, there's a quest that you go to free a Gnarlpine in a cave system. What was it? It's over in the Night Elf territory. But the Horde, you go there as well. Like I went there, I think I was mid-20s or something. Help me out here, family. It's the zone where Black Fathom Deeps as the dungeon is. It's gonna hit me later, but it's that zone. And there's one quest line where you go into a cave system that has a whole bunch of these dudes, bristle, literally the bristles, and you have to free the or free a bear. I think it was a druid. And you're escorting him all the way out, and that one was a pain in the neck to do. I had to do it solo as a mage. No assistance, because there's never anybody around in that zone to kind of help out, and you're kind of just like, oh gosh. And I believe there were some elites in there too, which really complicated matters. So I wonder if we're gonna get another. I wonder if we're gonna get that kind of quest, that kind of like little escort quest for the Draenei. Be a pain in the neck. So I must ask, how did y'all enjoy the conclusion to Malakiel's leveling series, as well as Valera's series, who recently just concluded? I gotta say, both were incredibly fun. After taking some time away from Malakiel, it was super cool to go back to her and play the, the first daughter and everything. It was super fun. It was super fun. That was a really good bonus episode too. I'm glad I kind of thought about doing like the heritage armor sets, and it was just like, it blended so well. And Valera's was pretty cool too. I mean, just to go back, and then it was so cool finding my old tanking VODs. And that's not all of them either. That's quite literally just a few of them. Maybe at some point I'll upload, showcase them again in a different character leveling series. Just another blast from the past. Y'all get to see what World of Warcraft was like 15 years ago. Man, it was insane. It was insane looking. It was like a cataclysmic flashback for me. It's like Chromie just struck me and was just like, hey, you want to go back in time and re-see yourself? And I was like, yeah, sure. Gosh, it was like 2 weeks after, like a week and a half or 2 weeks after I had graduated high school. And I was trying to figure out what the heck I wanted to do at that point. Man, time flies. Time flies, y'all. Time really, really flies. Every day is important. Make sure you take some time for yourself and your family. Especially for us fathers. Time is valuable. We don't necessarily get enough time with our families. I definitely don't get a lot of time with my own son, especially being in the career path that I currently am in. So every minute is incredibly valuable. Back at the Azure Watch, though, we've got all these, look at this, quests to turn in. So I guarantee you we're probably going to hit 15 from this.
May your days be long and your hardships few.
Oh yeah, we're totally hitting 15. Speak with the High Chief in the Stillpine. Ah, so you guys do have a village here. Okay, that's cool. Level 15. We climbed like what, 5 levels in this vid? Four guaranteed. I can't remember if it was 5. So that's pretty cool thus far. Wonder if we can aim for 6. Hit level 16, maybe even 20. Why not?
Long life. Remain vigilant.
Ah, you're sending me on these. You're reminding me of what's his name from the Adventurers Guild. I call it the Adventurers Guild. It's a little bit different. You're sending me on these hunts. But it is, you know, for what it is playing into the whole spiritual and nature thing, which is playing vibe-wise. It's really heavy on the role play for this character. So I'm liking it, but anytime to go hunt this, go hunt that, it's like, ugh. Flashbacks to Stranglethorn Vale and having to hunt. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that was a pain in the neck. You'd go, you'd hunt the panthers, the tigers, the crocodiles, then you'd hunt another version of them, then you would do the adults, and then you would go and hunt the elders, and it was just like, oh my gosh, like 3 different chains, and it was just a pain. And for anybody that played during WoW's heyday in STV, you know STV was a packed zone, like it was a packed zone. So good luck getting all those quests done, or getting the Stranglethorn Veil pages. I think there was like 15 or 16 of them. You collect all of them. Some of those pages used to sell for some pretty cool coin too. Not like gold or anything, but if you stack them, like I think pages... There was some pages, I think it was like page 4, 6, and like 14 that were rarer than the other ones. So if you got those and you had multiple copies, you could make some pretty cool coin. You were able to do that in Classic Anniversary as well, for anybody interested in playing Classic Anniversary. I do recommend it. It's a grind. It's a grind. Retail may seem like a grind, it is. It truly is, but it's a much faster, simplified grind versus Classic Anniversary or Classic Era. You jump into either of those, it's gonna take, for reference, I was a Forsaken Mage in Classic Annie, and I want to say it took me at least 3 months, 3 to 4 months to get all the way from 1 to 60. So it's a grind. But my schedule is also hectic, so it's definitely different if maybe you work from home or whatever the case may be. Stillpine holds. How y'all doing? It's a little weird seeing, like, being able to take quests from you guys considering the past, but I'm about it. I'm about it. I guess we're allies now. Or maybe I have to prove myself to you guys. Murlocs. Why here? Why now? Murlocs are forever embedded into my head. There was a very comfy looking, I think it was a Murloc onesie, or like a towel throw over kind of thing, I saw the other day, and I was like, I was really half tempted to get it because it looked comfortable as heck. That prophesized hero was me. Whoa, hang on a second, dude. That's not cool. That's messed up, dude. Y'all messed this Tauren bro up. I do not appreciate that at all. That's a little grim. I guess just don't tell them. I'm secretly a Horde player, but don't tell them. We'll keep that a secret, I guess. That's grim, dude. They had a poor Tauren bro's head hanging up. Like, what the heck? So there's like a Tauren scouts. What if they're like the druids from dang it. Gosh, I can't remember the zone's name. It's Moon something. It's right next to the island or Darnassus and all that, or it's right next to the Night Elf zone. What if it was one of them? What if it wasn't the peacekeeping druids? What if it wasn't just a regular Tauren just waltzing around? I doubt the Horde would fully be out here on this place. I mean, I can't say that. The Blood Elves are here. And speaking of which, these things, what on earth? Ravagers? freaky little things. But wait a second. Oh, trying to think here, y'all. These things look oddly reminiscent of the... What were they called in... What was the PS1 game? Oddworld. Oddworld Abe's Odyssey. Y'all know what I'm talking about. I'm about to age myself here, and possibly some of y'all listening. Oddworld Abe's Odyssey. Do these not look a little... Hold on a second, Blizzard. Hold on a second. Something... I think there was a little copy and pasting going on. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. I think there was a little bit of influence, a little bit of too much influence from a particular PS1 title here. Not trying to say anything, Blizzard. I'm just saying I'm old enough to know certain. I'm old enough to remember some games, and these dudes totally look like the one guys from Oddworld Abe's Odyssey. Again, there's obviously influence. What is it? What do they say? What's the saying? What is it saying, y'all? Imitation is the finest form of flattery. So I don't know. I'm just, on the inside, I'm laughing because I remember playing that. Gosh, I remember playing that game as a kid. That's the original Jurassic Park on the PlayStation 1. That side-scroller game that was hard as heck. As a kid, I could never beat it. Spyro 1, Croc, Medieval, Resident Evil. What else? There was like a cube game on the PlayStation 1 where you were trying to puzzle solve. It's like you had to get away from all, like the cubes were rolling to you and you had to like maneuver your way around. Very hard game to describe. And then, you know, Metal Gear Solid. Man, I had a great childhood. I've been a gamer for so long. I'm such a nerd. Pokemon. Who could forget Pokemon? I remember when Pokemon first came to the United States. Dude, let me tell you. My original Game Boy Color was purple. But I even had, like, my mother was so cool as heck. She worked hard. She really worked hard. But, like, I had the Game Boy Color with the little magnifying glass, the little foldable one. And like she got the controller extensions, so like your D-pad and your buttons had like the elevated connection ports. I didn't like them. I never really used them, but I had those original Pokemon cards. If I only had kept my original Gyarados from base set, oh my gosh, I kicked myself. Or all the Charizards we had as kids that we didn't think. We didn't think they'd become collector's pieces. Ugh. Oh, if only we knew. If only we knew. All the times of like going on, not road trips, but just going, you know, like going somewhere with mom, and let's say if it was like driving at night and like you were using the street lights passing you by as light because the Game Boy Color didn't have anything. And that's probably why I wear glasses to this day, because as a kid I strained my eyes so much. Grandpa used to warn me about that too. Bless his heart. He used to warn me all the time. Don't put those screens so close to your eyes. Keep them distance. You never listen as a kid. You never listen. But that's one thing I probably should have listened. Bless my grandfather's heart. May he forever rest. What a man. What a legend. And just like these Murlocs, I can never get out of my dreams. Because I can never get away from these freaking things. Every starting zone, I swear, it's Murloc. There's a Murloc somewhere. It's like, gosh, what the heck? Draenei are pretty cool, man. As voluptuous as they may be design-wise, they're really cool. I'm kind of excited to do some transmogs on Morame. See what we can come up with. I'm not an interior decorator by any means, so I get my decorating on characters only goes so far. I don't think I look good. I can't go peacocking. It's I don't know. It's just not my thing. But there's some sets that I definitely I'm thinking it's gonna look pretty good on some characters. All right, Gurf. It's kind of a weird name to say, but here you go, buddy. And here are you, Mordo. Level 16. Gosh, flying up levels. And let's go hand these in real quick. Oh, you got one for us, don't you? Curse, the Revelator. The Kirkin is lurking. Okay. All right. Chieftain Umaru. Oh my god, dude, the puns. What is this? I still don't appreciate that Tornet. I'm not gonna forget that. Stillpine, we are only on mutual terms of agreement right now. We are not on a full kick, so to speak. Oh, come on. I can't jump over that. Give me a... Well, I mean, I guess if I did, I'd probably fall on the ledge. Knowing me, I'd probably fall on the ledge and I'd be hating my life. Owl beasts. The Owlkin are here too. Oh, so they're battling these dudes. Nice. Dude, this looks exactly like, hold on a second. This looks like, remember the one quest I was just I talked about earlier? The escort quest? Is this the escort quest? This looks exactly like that tunnel. I'm starting to have some bad flashbacks here. But they seem to be going down. Seems like lightning bolt is super effective against them. I'm also really liking Pyroblast here. I'm kind of feeling like a red mage. Getting to utilize nature spells. Ooh, that is an elite. Or maybe a rare. Actually, scratch my word. No, he's got to be an elite. At least I think. Do elites in retail have the gold borders around them, or is it just the little indicator, the exclamation point that says, "Hey, this is a rare. This is no." Rares and elites might be two different things, and I'm probably super tired right now, so I'm getting them kind of mixed up with one another. My apologies, y'all. My apologies. Yeah, dude, this is totally reminding me of that freaking escort quest. And then on top of that, you had the little treasure caskets that were around in the same dang format, and we would have to, like, you'd have to grab them. Oh, gosh. All right. The Kirkin. I was expecting a big chicken. Turns out to be just a little Cerberus dude. Not cool. Alright, a blood crystal. Got that, and ambush. You guys. Alright. Some of you didn't learn your lesson. Some of you didn't listen to the echoing lightning bolt echoing completely down and screeching down this cavern walls. I'd assume as a bird, most of you guys, or bird beast thing, most of you guys would just be a little scared of it. Let's see if I can run out of here without having to battle anymore. Nice little shortcut. Definitely not as bad. Definitely not as bad. That's pretty pretty easy first little mini cavern. Mini little cavern quest. So I'm thinking we go ahead and turn these in, and I was gonna say, yep. There's definitely gonna be some follow-ups, and it seems like we still have quite a bit of this island to explore. We've got the coastline, we've got the camp that still has quite a bit. I believe there was a quest in the Exodar as well. Oh, hello. Well, the troops are all getting sent in for war. Best of luck, boys. Salute. Hopefully they complete their objective and don't, not too many casualties, though there's definitely quite a bit of Alkin in there, so I don't think that's enough Stillpine. I don't think that's enough of them, but that's just a personal opinion. I definitely need to be doing some inventory cleanouts, but y'all, I think I'm going to go ahead and call it here. Thanks so very much for tuning into episode 2. Episode 3, we're going to continue our questing in Azuremyst style. I will catch you then. Y'all take care, have a wonderful and safe week. Take care, everybody, and thank you. Shukran.